Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel for a new LEGO military creation. Today we have the Russian T-90 main battle tank. If you follow me from a while, you know that I already built this tank in the past, but it was many years ago and finally was time for an upgrade. Here, as you may see, we have two camo that you can find both of them in the caption of the video. So if you check the caption of the video, you can find the download link for the instructions to build both the camo. You can choose the one you prefer. So what's the difference between the two camo? They are based on different variants of the T-90. Now, for who is new to the argument, I'll try to make it very simple. The T-90 platform was designed in two main variants, the T-90A for the Russian market and the T-90S for the export market. Now here we have the latest version of these two machines. The T-90M is the latest variant of the T-90A, so for the Russian market, while the MS is the latest variant of the S variant for the export market. But what's the difference? Well, almost nothing. They are basically the same machine. One is made for export, so it's a little different in terms of electronics, but more or less is the same. So in LEGO, no difference. They are basically the same machine. Now we can finally check the machine itself. You have already seen the photos, so now we will concentrate only on the functionalities, as we usually do in these videos. And as usual, for who is new, a little reminder, if you find bright green parts, this can be any color. As usual, in the caption of the video you can find the download link for both the camo, so you can find the instructions there. In the parts list file you can find them in bright green. These parts can be any color, so if you have already them or you want to buy a cheaper price, it's up to you. I think this way it's easier to find cheaper parts and make the overall project less expensive. Let's continue with all the features. I think we can start with the chassis first, then we move to the turret, and the grey one is here only because, you know, we can have both colors, but there is not real purpose. What we can have here is present also here. So they are basically the same except for the colors. Let's start with the chassis as we said before. Now I separated the turret to make everything more visible. Later we may check maybe this one with the turret connected, just because we have it here. I'm sorry for him. And we have minifigures. Minifigures because this one, of course, is a minifigure scale. Maybe we can just start with it. So here we have the driver, and here we have the driver controls. We can position the driver inside. So let's take the driver and place him inside here. Maybe we can do it. Okay, so here we have the driver inside. As you may see, some of the controls here are in bright green because I choose this design, but if you don't like it, or maybe you prefer another one, or there is a cheaper solution, or maybe you don't want them, you can change this design with anything else. From here you can see the minifigure, but what when you have the turret connected? You have a little hatch here that can be opened, and we have the minifigure inside. The real one actually opens sideways, so on this side, but of course in LEGO was not really possible. That's why I prefer this system. Then what else we do have? Here you may see we have the fire extinguisher. We have 4 of them, 2 here and 2 here. While here on the back we can also find some shells as well. There are more in the turret that I'll show you later. Another feature, on the sides we have 2 little hatches that can be opened and you can place something inside if you want. And they are present also on the real one, that's why I added them. If you don't like the hatches you can simply close with tiles, but I think it's a nice feature. While here we can find the engine is a V12, now I show you. We have 2 hatches that can be opened to see the engine inside. This way, see, it's a V12. Here we have the exhaust of the engine, more visible on this one. It's in black just because it's the exhaust, like the real one. Then we can find some tools here, 4 of them. If you don't like this kind of tools, you can change with others or even do not add them if you prefer. Then we have the fuel tanks external to increase the range of the tank. And for the chassis is everything. So let's move to the turret. Here we have many things to check. First we have the main gun that of course can be aimed up and down. Let's see, maybe we can start with the commander viewer here that can rotate this way. See, it can rotate. Then we have the remote turret gun. This one is fantastic because can rotate in many ways. Let's start with the wall turret. Everything here can rotate this way. See, you can rotate everything, but not only this. Here we have the remote viewer and the remote gun. Both of them can move separately. So not only we can rotate this one this way, but we can rotate the turret as well separately this way. Moreover, the turret can be also aimed up and down just like the main gun. This way, see, up and down. Here we have two hatches that can be opened. So let's open the first one. Opens this side while the other backward. We may check the inside later, just wait a second. First let's continue with the top. We have some antennas, instruments and so on. And here some space for more tools, backpacks or whatever you want. On the sides we can see the chaff smoke grenade launchers that are in different colors to match the camo, while on the other one you can see here are simply in black. We have 4 per side. I think we may check the inside of the turret first and then we may add the minifigure, because yes, also here you can add the minifigure. From here you can already notice some details. These one are in a bright green because as usual you can change them with something else if you prefer. This is only my personal choice. This is the inside, so we have the instruments I told you before that can be anything you prefer, and we have more shells here on the back. These are less visible when you open the hatches, so if you do not like them or you think you can save the money for it, it's not really needed to add everything. It's just up to you. And as promised, here you can see it with the minifigure. We have some spots where you can add the minifigure inside, and this is the final look with them. I think it's pretty nice. And as a last feature you can see some more parts here in a grey and tan. Of course the grey one are for this camo, so we will check only this. What they are? Well, infrared jumpers. You can replace 1, 2, 3 and 4 parts with them to have the infrared jumper. Of course in the instructions is explained as well, so don't worry, you do not need to follow the video for it. It's explained also in the PDF instructions, and this design actually is not mine. It was designed by KodiakBricks. If you want you can find this channel here in the right top corner or caption the video. Very good channel. I suggest you to take a look. You can find gameplay, Lego related video, and actually also tutorial on how to make proper instructions with this program. So take a look, it's very interesting. And that's all with all the tank features, except for one. The turret can of course rotate when it's connected, and we can use the grey one because it's here. I'm sorry for him. So yes, you can rotate the turret 360 degrees. Whee! Whee! And now it's really all. We checked all the features of the machine. You have already seen the photos, so I don't have anything else to show you. I hope you enjoyed this project. If yes, remember to leave a thumbs up. It's always appreciated. You make me happy, so why don't you leave me a thumbs up? There is no reason for it, right? So thumbs up. And okay, that's really all. See you again next time in a new video. Bye.